Money, time, experience, and connections are interchangeable resources. When I started out, I had nothing. It really was a business from scratch, which many people don't believe in. I borrowed $350 from an acquaintance to buy a whole ton of used plastic hangers from a clothing dump. We sorted them in the garage, turned them into just decent used hangers, and spent a huge amount of time on it. And most importantly, after a while, we started to make some money. In this way, we exchanged our time for money. On the other hand, if we had had some experience by that time, we would have been buying different goods, buying them from China, buying them in bulk, acquiring businesses, just like we did later on. If we had had connections, perhaps we would have been buying up the most profitable or the most optimal goods. So each resource can be exchanged for something else. If we had had money, we would have immediately bought more. We would have immediately rented a bigger warehouse, but all we had was time. When I say we, for the first 3 years, I actually mean myself, because for the first 3 years I worked entirely on my own, like most entrepreneurs, not understanding the difference between a team and being self-employed. But with this example, I just want to explain that the time I had enough of, which by the way everyone has, everyone possesses, was exchanged for some money, some experience, and over time some connections appeared. And these resources started to be exchanged among each other.